Hello and welcome back to RLCS Recap with your host Marky Two Butts. Today we're going over the NA Regional Winter Split number 2. We're looking at the playoffs here after we just covered the groups in the last video. We're looking at all the action from round number 1 to the grand finals. Let's get into it here. It's round number 1. We're taking a look at Energy versus Space Station in this best of 5 winner take all. Move on to the quarterfinals for best of 7s, as there's only one best of 7 all the way through in each series. There's no best of 3 like sets of 7 games or something like that. There's just one best of 7s in this format that they're doing. It's basically take a 1-0 lead, but a double comes through and Justin's shot will just go on target. As we are into overtime, we go in round number 1 or game number 1 of this first round. And Daniel a little bit confuses where to go, and LJ couldn't quite figure out how to put that off to the side as well, and Energy will take the 1-0 lead here in this series as Justin pass infield to Garrett. He puts it back post from where it came from, and 1-0 to Energy. Still lots of time in this game for Space Station to come back, but they did not end well against Complexity, only scoring 1 goal in the 3 games and getting swept 3-0. Not gonna feel great for them here, as it is 2-0 to Energy. As Justin trying to stop that for the time being. Waits for ball to come down. Goes over the last defender, and the rotations can't come through quick enough. As that is 3-0 to the Energy boys, and makes it a 3-1 game right off the kickoff. As LJ bumps into the corner. There's no more boost, so he can't quite get back to the ball, and Justin will capitalize on that. So that is 4-1 for the second victory. Looking for a quick sweep here are the Energy boys, as Justin in the corner. Can't quite find it again though, as the ball played down and over past everyone, and Justin bet on that he was going to miss it and wins that bet. So that is a 1-0 to them, and ball played dangerously close to the goal. Space Station looking for another one. Double commit comes through, and another player coming up, and Daniel's there for the put away. 41 seconds remaining on the clock. It's LJ trying to control this ball. Gets 100 boost. Ball played up dangerously, and Justin's gonna and someone gets demoed. I think that was Squishy, not Justin. It's demoed through, and that would be played back, and Space Station will get their first win on the board here as we are into game number 5 though. Arsenal up in the air. He leaves it for LJ, going for a bump, and LJ doesn't need that bump though, as that is 1-0 to Space Station right now. There's still lots of time left on the clock. Squishy back post has no more boost. Arsenal, we're going the other way now, is up in the air. He leaves it a little bit short for himself, but LJ is there, and he is just playing a blocking game, I believe. They do so often these days. 2-0 to Space Station. Daniel will dump that in. It goes down and right in front of the goal. A couple of Space Station players waiting, and one will capitalize on that, as it is 3-0. Looking a lot better now for Space Station, as another pass comes through to the corner. And Squishy is there for the putaways. It's 3-1, but still victory is a victory. As SSG looking for a reverse sweep here right off that kickoff too. Justin can't quite find the air triple, and Squishy can't get back to it in time, as that is 1-0 to SSG. As LJ will dump that into the corner, and 10 seconds remaining, and he just goes himself all alone. And other alts are Knights beat Dignitas 3-0, M80 beat Furia 3-0, and Koi beat Version 1 3-2, as we're into the quarterfinal of G2 versus Space Station here. And this one is where you go into best of 7s in the quarterfinals, as G2 take the early lead on the series. Atomic trying to find that ball again, as JNF's also committing to it. Backing off now. LJ will try to dump that through. Chicago will push that back to JNF. He's going to dump that one on target, and no more boost for whatever Space Station player was on defense there, and he couldn't quite get back to the ball, as it is 2-0, 35 seconds remaining. This is looking less likely. G2 still on the offensive too, looking for another one, able to find it. Another one. That is 20 seconds remaining, and the ball played out, pinched out into the middle, and Atomic playing towards it, and he's able to push it across goal to Chicago, and that is 4-0. Is right off the kickoff. 13 seconds remaining. Space Station able to get the first goal on the board, as that is one win over to G2 though. This ball played into the corner right off the kickoff, and Daniel will pinch that over out towards half field. But Atomic will just push that up in the air for Chicago, and a couple players trying to get a boost and get back from Space Station as we're off the kickoff, though, making an even game in just about 2 seconds' time. And we are back to square one with 3 minutes remaining. Trying to see who finds a winner as the ball played infield, and a demo comes through. Space Station take the 2-1 lead on right now. As the ball played dangerously from G2, cut out by LJ. Up there, Daniel air dribbling it. Can he get over the last couple of defenders? Yes, he can. It's just 0 seconds remaining as Space Station going to win this game as G2 takes one more goal for the game, 3-2. And Space Station get their first wins. They strike back right away, right off the kickoff. Just a few seconds in, the ball is played on target, and a double comes through. A double commit also comes through, and Chicago will be there for the benefits of a goal. Daniel up in the air dribbling, flip reset, and he's able to push it in. Makes that look very easy. He's doing a little fancy spinning behind the ball. One of the defenders able to see that with the ball coming, but he's able to get the goal nonetheless as we are into overtime. We go all stopped on the halfway line. Daniel coming back now, another flipper set, passes it over to LJ, and he doesn't even touch it, I don't think, as the Space Station win 2 on the bounce. And we are into game number 4. This ball played, and that is going to deflect off the back wall, and double commit comes through and pass infield, and JNaps is there for the put away as there's 1-0 to G2. Atomic wins at 50, and JNaps will just turn around real quickly in the rotation, coming back, and he's just going to push that home as there's a minute remaining for Space Station to turn this one around, or G2 to add another goal as another bump comes through on the backfield, and Daniel will benefit from that as that is 2-1 though. Win for G2 as game number 5 comes in as the ball played dangerously around Space Station's net and a pass backfield, and it goes in off the post and on the goal line, and he continues to follow the play and just waits for the ball if he needs to put it in, and he's able to. Just 1 goal on that game. Number 5, so we're into game number 6 with the first goal going over to G2 as well. Still 4 minutes on the clock, less time left. Daniel will take over from that 50 and just flicks it real quick because the defender was coming. He saw that right away, just boom, instant flick over the last defender, and in as another bump comes through, an infield pass. Not infield pass, he was trying to clear that. That was Atomic. That was not a Space Station player. I thought that was a Space Station player for a second, but he just passed that across his own goal, trying to clear it. He's coming back from an offensive position, so he's driving towards his own goal, trying to push that across, but can't quite find it, as they do end up coming back to tie this game up right now. There's still a half to be played in this game as Atomic will push that up. 2 players commit from that. Chicago trying to dodge the demo, is able to do so, or dodge the bump, and he's able to do so, and that is 3-2 to G2. As 8 seconds left, and just put in from Space Station. Seemed like out of nowhere, kind of, in a sense, and we are into overtime we go. So someone's going to win at 4-3 here as the ball played out, and LJ to the back wall. Can he find it? No, he can't, but ball played dangerously, and LJ is going to continue on and finish it off as they able to push us to a game number 7 in this quarterfinal series. As the ball played out, Arsenal trying to put a shot in, can't quite find it. Atomic to the back wall. LJ's not in a great spot here as he couldn't get back fast enough, and able to find it is a G2 player. This ball played dangerously over Space Station's goal again. Chicago to the back wall, doesn't have a lot of boost, but doesn't need it, as that's just going to go in off the corner, or off the crossbar, and in as that is 2-0 to G2 with 1:20 left. Space Station going to need something here as another demo comes through. Daniels reads where the ball's going, and he's able to push that in with a minute remaining. Just about enough time to save their Regional 2, this Winter Cup. And Daniel sees that someone's a little bit farther up, and JNaps just barely saved it. Arsenal infield past LJ, and he's able to find it though in 4 minutes on the clock. As we get some late drama here, and a double comes through. JNaps plays out on goal, and Daniel touches it off the crossbar and in from G2 players. They will advance, and we're looking at another quarterfinal in M80 versus Gen G as ball played into the corner. Apparently Jack looking for a bump here. Nolly gets to the ball first and puts it down and in. Just a minute remaining here. Percy trying to play that infield, can't quite find anyone. Can say with not a lot of boost, will flip that, leaves it for teammate Lion Blaze is there for the put away as we are into overtime. We go. Can say we'll push that over to the sidewall. Apparently Jax keeps the pressure on. Line Blaze trying to break out here. Still no boost on him though. As Kinsey will push it over to the sidewall. Ball played into the corner and down, and that will be a winning goal from Genji. Just stars up this quarterfinal matchup as well. Nally will dump that down, and apparently Jack is just waiting, cherry picking right there at the right time, I guess, as there's a 1-0 win to Genji as they get 2 victories in a row, as Chronic coming through, and a couple of players on the defense here as it is in the corner, all 3 members in the corner for M80, and a double comes through, and Nally just pushes that in off of a 50, and Genji with 2 back-to-back 1-0 wins, with looking like a series sweep on the cards here, as apparently Jack's to the corner and over to the back wall and played in from apparently Jack's, I believe that was. There's 1-0 to Genji, still half the game remaining for M80 to come back as they find a nice little link up to Percy. Oh, and it plays in off the back wall, but Kinsey is there for the put away. And that is 1-1, and right off the kickoff, we're going on the offensive as Genji. They're looking for the lead straight away again. Ball played up dangerously. Line Blaze, not a lot of boost. Tries to play it up to Kinsey. Nally with not the greatest of touches. Chronic's have to come for it and he can't get it. And that is 2-1 to M80 as they turn around for the time being. Apparently Jax can't quite find the link up with Chronic, but he still keeps the play alive, and he's up in the ceiling and he's able to find the nice angle for the shot and ties the game up with 1:40 remaining, and a dangerous ball over the M80 goal yet again as another one comes through. Apparently Jack and a couple players commit for it as they're kind of scrambling at M80 in the back right now, as another ball played infield very easy to apparently Jack, and that is 3-2 as 1:20 remains. So you've seen quite a few goals in this game right now, not a lot of goals in the series so far, but this will take it all as another goal goes in and another tie game right off the post too, almost in straight away to reclaim the lead as this 20 seconds remains. Line Blaze in the corner doesn't have a lot of boost, and Nally, or Chronic I believe that was, knew that, and he read it and just waits for his time to pounce and push that infield to find a team as there's 4-3 with just 10 seconds remaining. Percy with that demo comes through, good enough to place now, and oh, the last defender also misses it. Line Blaze back post, and he's able to put it in just with 4 seconds remaining as we're into overtime. Someone's going to win 5-4 as Genji pushed that away, looking for a winner here, and can't quite link up, and a demo comes through on the backside, and Line Blaze will just dribble that in and pinches down and in as M80 win 5-4 in game number 4. So we're on to game number 5 here, and M80 get their first goal of this game. It'll keep the pressure on, not let Genji out as the ball played up Line Blaze, and he's able to find the gap and make it a 2-0 game so far. You can say with air dribble, and he just goes by the players. No one hits the ball right off the kickoff too. Still lots of time for Genji to come back, but another pinch goes in, and now it's looking a lot less likely as the seconds roll on. That is 4-0 as they might be just thinking about game number 6 here in a second, as there's still 2 minutes on the clock. Nally doesn't quite have that, and Line Blaze will make it a 5th goal as 2 minutes on the clock. Still possible, but very unlikely, as it's pretty easy to not allow that many goals in about 2 minutes time. As a backfield pass, he goes tries to put it in his own corner, and Genji will capitalize and will start off something here. So Nally trying to find back. Apparently Jax can't quite do it. Chronic comes up, and Kinsey will clear it up to Percy. He's got a one-on-one. He's able to beat him and can't be saved on the goal line. As that's 6-1 and 40 seconds remain. So Chronic will push that into the other team's corner. Doesn't quite get the boost there, but Nally will pick it up, the boost now and the ball. He's up to the ball. Flipper set on the cards here. Yes, it is. And that is 6-2 win for M80 as we're into game number 6 with M80 having a good amount of confidence, scoring 11 goals in the last 2 games compared to the 1 goal they scored in the other 3 games before that, as they do get a goal in this game number 6. Is apparently Jack's trying to make a comeback here, and Chronic and a couple players jumping. Everyone trying to play some defense here from M80. No one challenging the ball yet, though, and that just will go in. Oh, as the triple commit comes through, saved off the goal line and off the crossbar, but put in from Genji. Makes it a 1-1 game as we're into overtime. We go again for a winner, as Chronic's just going to play that in, and he's able to find the winner as Complexity beat Koi 4-2 and FaZe Clan beat Knights 4-0. We're into G2 versus FaZe Clan in the semifinals. Missed shot on target, can't quite find it. That was a nice save, comes through, and we are looking for the clear ball in Atomic to Chicago. Again, the link up, and they're able to find it, as that is 1-1 now. In this first game, so far as the action coming through, the demo also coming through. Cybical can't quite find it, but shot out by First Killer for the time being for FaZe to go on the offensive here. Missed waiting for the boost. Doesn't need to wait that long though, because it is 2-1 now. And Atomic trying to drop that down for Chicago, but not going to find it. And into the corner we go. The Chicago no more boost. JNEPs play that up in there. Doesn't have any boost either. So they're gonna have to they all don't have that much boost. They're gonna come back. First Killer double touch. Yes, he can find that. That is 3-1 with a minute and 10 remaining. FaZe Clan looking for the first win as the ball popped out to Cybical, and he makes it a 4-1 game, and that will be all for the first game, as G2 gonna have to come back from a deficit now in game number 2. First Killer down, pops it down, and goes over Chicago to the back wall. Chicago will cut it out for the time being, but misses right behind him. Just gonna put that one on target, on frame, make them work for it, and they cannot come up with a save. FaZe Clan continuing to apply the pressure in this second game, keeping up where they left off in the first game. JNEPs will dump that one down to Chicago, and he's able to find the corner on that. Nice angle. There's no more boost. Had to be then. And with a minute remaining, tie up this game as they're going to dump it down again. JNEPs in the corner again as a G2 player, and he's able to find it. That was a win for G2 in the second game. The third game going into overtime. For the first goal, we go with 6 minutes on the clock. Cybical going by a couple of players, Chicago and Cybical, and he's able to have missed help him, and Cybical in the middle is able to find a goal. That's got to be heartbreaking for G2 to lose that game, but it's gonna be heartbreaking either way. We don't give a goal for around 11 minutes of time in Rocket League, but it is how the game goes sometimes. And another goal coming from FaZe Clan, as they seem to have the momentum now after that game 3 win. And a ball played down. Can't quite find a pass to a teammate. And Atomic will push that in over to Chicago and find Atomic back. And he didn't know if he was actually aiming for a shot there or if that was a strategic pass back to him. But either way, it works out for Atomic, as FaZe Clan do get the lead back in game number 4. As it is 50 seconds remaining. G2 is going to have to find something here. Atomic, no one's really challenged him, though. He's able to flick it. Couldn't quite get all of it, though, as Chicago. And he's going to put it off the Atomic. He just jumps into it at the end, plays it up in the air, and just a couple seconds remaining here, as 2 seconds remaining. Oh, and this ball's still alive. Played up dangerously over the G2's box. Still kept alive here. You can be kept alive. Oh, and a nice pass from the underside, and Cybical is there for the put away, and will surely get a nice winner there at game number 4 to put them up 3-1 in the series. Just need one more win out of these next couple games if they need it. Game number 5, 6, or 7, they just need one more, and they do have a lot of momentum right now, as they got 1 goal to the good in game number 5 as well. Atomic played in field. The JNEP's able to be missed to it off the post and in, as he's able to find the tying goal. Just 50 seconds remaining. Chicago trying to link up again with Atomic over to JNEPs. He's able to put him and give them a game number 2 win on the board, as they're trying to come back here, as FaZe Clan going on the offensive here in game number 6. Just 30 seconds in, and a demo comes through and played in field. That should be a First Killer ball, and he's able to get to it. Yes, and that is 1-0 to FaZe Clan. His First Killer trying to beat Atomic. Can't quite beat him, though. Atomic up in there. Doesn't get the grace hit on it, though. Missed will capitalize, and First Killer just going to let that go in, as that was already on target. It's 2-0 to FaZe Clan. It's Atomic trying to come for the ball. Doesn't quite get to it, though. Cybical plus infield to miss, and he's able to find his FaZe Clan linking up so well in this game number 6, and they will get 1 goal, but that will be it. As Gen G and FaZe Clan in the finals we have right now. And starting us up is a Gen G on the defensive right off the beginning of the game. Comes up to miss. He's going to leave that over to First Killer. Back to miss off the ceiling. He's got no more boost, but he's able to find the goal anyway. And they will take the 1-0 lead with about 2 minutes remaining. So still lots of time left in this game. Missed, push that over to the first killer. A couple players commit and missed. Back post turns around and is able to get another goal for his troubles. And a demo comes through as Nolly pops that up in there. Two apparently jacks to the back wall. Can he find it? Yes, he can. And that is 1-2. Nolly played that down into the corner for Chronic to chase. Can he beat the FaZe Clan? Yes, he can. And missed, though, for the second player. Able to push that up to the back wall. And first killer is able to find a nice double touch himself. So there's 3-1. So the goals start coming in fast and quick now with 1:20 on the clock. Sipical can't quite find it with any more boosts, but leaves it for a teammate. That's 4-1 to FaZe Clan. So well played up the 51 over to apparently Jax. He plays it to the back wall, or to the side wall, or the corner of the goal, and we'll find that a goal is 4-2. Looking better for Gen G as they're going to need another one, though, as another Sipical 50 wins it, and that is a 5-2 win for FaZe, and Gen G couldn't come back those little bit of time they had, as we are already into overtime of game number 2, and Chronicle beats one man. Apparently Jack misses the ball, and first kill will take advantage up to Mist, who gets cut out just a little bit, and couldn't be put in by first kill, but Sipical is there, bar down and in, and FaZe Clan take a 2-0 lead real quick in the series, as we're already into game number 3. As Chronic push that up over FaZe Clan player. Nolly trying to bump out of the way, but Chronic is there yet again off the back wall. Missed in alone on goal and tries to get bumped out of the way, but Chronic will just dink that in from very short range to lob it, but it goes in. They count all the same. So Gen G with a 1-0 lead so far in this third game, and that makes it 2-0, and a shot on target is blocked away. 4 minutes remaining, lots of time. Missed, will pop out into the middle, and Sipical is there, bar down and in from Sipical, as FaZe Clan 2-1 winning right now, as they cut in half our FaZe. First killer up in the air, and another bump comes through and to the back wall. No one really up in the air, and he's able to take full advantage as they tie the game up for us in game number 3. Nolly up in the air, kind of loses it for a second, but Chronic will take right over. Up in the air is stopped by first killer. No more boost. He's going to have to just kind of drop down and goes for a midfield boost. But now he's able to go over the last man, and apparently Jack's going to put that on target very quickly, as that is what happens sometimes when you go for the midfield boost. But maybe his own corner boosts were both gone, and he wanted to get a big one. So we've all been there. It's a 3-3 game now. We're into overtime and see who will win out on this one, as FaZe Clan looking likely, and they are able to do so, as we might be in for a sweep in the grand finals. Surely not, right? As it is 3-0 to FaZe Clan. That game also being in overtime, though, as well as the second game. And another ball played out dangerously, and FaZe Clan 1-0 winning. Right now, a little fancy feet from first killer, dodge a couple of bumps and still keep the ball with him. But we're going the opposite way, and a demo comes through. That just should be a shot on our target in, right? Yes, it is, as 20 seconds remain. 1-1 from Gen G. And we are in the corner of Gen G, trying to come the other way now. It's not only just dump that in on target. Has to be. Yes, it is, as Gen G will get the first win. Start this reverse sweep here. There's 4 minutes on the clock. Nolly up in the air, trying to bump whoever comes for it, and first killer push that off to the side. Chronic reads it off the corner, though, and plays it in off whoever the defender was in front of him. His miss will stop that for the time being, going in. Plays his own corner. Not a lot of boost left, but he continues to flick into it. Can't quite find anything. First killer trying to lay that back for Sipical, I believe that was. And both of them go for the ball. Can't quite push out to the corner, though, and Gen G will capitalize as that is put in from Gen G. His FaZe Clan not as confident as they were in the first 3 games, I'd say here. There's a 3-0 to Gen G with 1:30 left, looking less likely in this game, and it almost becomes 4-0 as Nolly is going to be first to that ball, probably pays it across field too. Apparently Jackson is able to find that. Nolly will try to flick that in, just so close to going in as well with a minute remaining. Almost finding Sipical's first killer. Chronic plays that to the back wall, and no one can clear it as Nolly comes in with 2 players committing. With you're up 4-0 though, so not really a huge amount of risk in the fact that if you give up a goal there, it's at the end of the world, no. But it's 5-0, and if it becomes 6, they shut them out with 6-0. With FaZe Clan only scoring 1 goal in the last 2 games, looking a little bit like the reverse sweep definitely might be on the cards here. His first killer trying to get around all three. Can't quite do it. Those Chronic up in the air. Goes over the last defender and is able to make it look easy. That is 1-0 to Gen G. His ball played up in the air, and now he's going to let that bounce off the corner. And apparently Jack trying to control it and can't quite do it, and FaZe Clan will gladly take that goal. So right off the kickoff, Chronic pitched out into the middle. Apparently Jack's there going to reclaim the lead just like that, because they can very quickly like that. Gen G trying to making a comeback look easy right now, right in the beginning, as they another tie game comes through, and we are into overtime. We go right off the kickoff. First killer trying to dump that down. Nolly infield over to apparently Jack's over to Chronic. Can't quite find him, but no one cleared the ball, as apparently Jack will just laser one in, and we're into game number 7 of this grand final. Sipko trying to flipper set over him, bumps one out of the way and missed up in the air to the back wall, or not even to the back wall, just off the crossbar, and goes in off the defender, I believe. Actually, instead of the crossbars, that's 1-0. A minute 30 remaining. Is not a huge amount of time left, but the ball left for Messi. He's going to laser one through as well, as he gets the second goal of the game, as right off the kickoff. Nice block over from first killer. Will just pinch out, and the player on the sidewall couldn't quite find it, and the other guy was expecting him to on half field, as they had 2 goals down, need to score very quickly in a very short amount of time, so had to gamble on that. Was that's 3-0. 3 becomes 4, as this is a rout in the last game, and 4 is going to become 5. Almost in a second, and there it is, as FaZe Clan do end up winning 4-3. It made it a little bit shaky, almost a reverse sweep, but it is what it is sometimes, and they do end up getting that victory. We'll see you in the next one.